Alright troops, it's your man Chris Scullion from Tired Old Hack with another First Play video, and today we are looking at Star Wars Battlefront 2, the controversial loot crates and all. However, as someone who doesn't really play online multiplayer stuff, I am looking at it from a completely clean slate from the point of view of someone who only plays single player games. So we'll be looking at the solo campaign instead. Just for those who maybe were never interested in Battlefront 2's multiplayer, and the loot crates that presumably are only there, although we'll soon find out, and may have maybe more interested in what the single player campaign's like. In the coming days I'm going to play through it and write a review on the site based solely on the single player, because there's a lot of people like me who have been seeing all this loot crate controversy and rightly thinking that's a fucking disgrace. But at the same time, I was only going to play the single player game anyway, so how does that affect me? And it doesn't look like a lot of people have kind of focused on that, if that makes sense. And one of the big kind of selling points of Battlefront 2 when EA first announced it was that it's going to have a single player campaign for once, like a proper story, and that's what I'm interested in, so let's see. That's probably a copyright strike right away. Right. Don't need any of this. Patter. Campaign. Oh, first of all, pro gamer always checks the options, even though there's probably about a million options here. Yes. 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 I'm sure this is all fine. It was really just inverting the sticks that I wanted. Right. Fine. Let's do it. Now see, yeah, so this is allegedly the mode that I'm literally just turning this on for the first time, so I'm not so sure. I'm assuming this is where all the loot boxes are involved, all the loot crates. This, from what I can gather, is capped, although it might not be anymore. So you get credits or whatever it is for winning arcade mode, but you can only get so many a day. But for now we're interested in the campaign mode. Yes please. So what is this? Easy, medium, hard. So I get my arse booted because I don't really like, no I don't often play first person shooters. Just turning my phone off. Boop, boop, boop. If anything requires an iron brew, it's this one. Star Trek. Oh, I didn't start with it.
Captain, she's highly trained. Deception, infiltration, extraction. She's special forces.
Better believe it.
Iden Versio. Inferno Squad. Commander Versio. You must be important. Look at me.
Yes.
Facts. That's what I'm here for. You have the activation.
You have the activation code.
I've got the ability to help you out. Just give me the code. You know we can really use someone like
It's Mark Zuckerberg.
Just help me and I'll help you. It's that easy. I'm gonna get what I want eventually. My best technicians are slicing into your droid right now. Take on my offer. All I want is the code. The Empire's time has come. You don't have to go down with it.
You're right. The Empire's time has come. VZ-626.
Yes! So I'm a baddie. Good.
What have we here? An ID-10 tactical droid. You were way more advanced than the ID-9. Slicing into you is not going to be easy.
Might I suggest a less invasive procedure?
Wish I could, but we don't have the droid's access code.
Might I suggest finding the access code?
The captain's working on that in the detention.
Might I suggest shutting your mouth and let me work in this helmet?
Access this droid's data is to pry the memory core out of its shell.
Analysis shows this ID-10 has been modified with an electroshock prime.
Which can't do anything if the droid is deactivated. Until it hears the access code, this ID-10 can't do a thing.
Might I suggest
Please, just let me work.
I can't go any lower. I was going to try and zap him in the groin.
remain silent until you have finished defacing that ID-10 tactical unit?
Oh, press Y. Yes!
The ID-10 has been removed.
Well, that's a shocking turn of events.
Droid, execute the plan. Download the ship's schematics from their computers, then come find me.
So just a heads up, I'm playing this on Xbox One X. Although I'm capturing at 1080p resolution, that might have an impact still on the frame rate, so it might run smoother than it will on your system if it's not a One X or a PS4 Pro. Oh, there she is.
Use the ventilation.
How are you doing, big chap? Ventilation, where's that? Where's the ventilation shaft? Blood. Oh, there we go. Beeps. There's really need a subtitle to say droid beeps.
You worry too much. Do I? You know who's in our cell phone, right? Something shot her area. What the? Guns are acting up again.
Yes. I hope this isn't stealth, because I don't do stealth. It looks really nice, to be fair.
Thanks. We need any information that could be crucial to the Death Star.
Ugh, I hate stealth. Never any good at stealth because I'm too impatient. Ugh, see what I mean? Ah, this is going to be really frustrating if I can't get this past this first bit because I hate stealth. I say hate, I'm just not very good at it.
There are too many rebels outside my cell. Find another way.
I figured that out. Quick.
Plus, they just located the new Death Star.
Ah. Right.
Lockdown. You'll need to deactivate
I'm pressing scan and nothing's working. Oh, there we go. Right.
when it's done.
How does it look? Right. This IR cannon power building is right.
Why did it stop scanning? I want to keep scanning. There we go. Oh, I must have to charge it.
If you're done, regroup with me. It's time.
Ah! God almighty. I hate this. Why when starting a action game does it start instantly with stealth? I hate stealth in games.
Lockdown. You'll need to deactivate it from one of their terminals. Contact me when it's done.
How does it look? You were right. This IR cannon power building is right. Let's get it.
I'm going to get spotted again here because I'm just rushing it. That's always my problem. I appreciate it's my problem, but I just can't be bothered.
If you're done, regroup with me. It's time.
Under it. Go, 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 go. It's fine, it's fine. Yes. Alright, Chief. Yes. No more stealth, please.
Right on time. Let's go.
Get your heat on.
Agent Hask, do you read me?
Loud and clear, Commander Versio. You're right on time.
I'm moving to the
Ugh.
communication center.
Still stealth.
Once I've located and destroyed the stolen Imperial message, I will signal for extraction. Droid, open the cell.
Hey, that's enough! You're locked up until after Endor. After that,
And Nick has gone. Can I not get his gun? Okay. Bosh.
Have the rebels figured out you wanted to be caught?
Never crossed their mind.
To be fair, we're operating outside protocol. We should have just blown up their ship.
Would have raised too many questions. For this to work, we need to be subtle.
It does look really nice.
And, Commander.
This is Admiral
Empire's attention away from Sullust. We are amassing the fleet in preparation for our attack on Endor. We need every available ship.
The rebels still think we don't know about Sullust. They have no idea what's waiting for them at Endor.
We need to keep it that way. If the rebels decrypt that transmission before I delete it, everything will fall apart.
Trying to retrieve it. Why won't? Oh, I need to hold it down. There we go. I hold down.
Slice, please.
Get it opened.
It's time. We're heading to Sullust to meet with the rest of the fleet.
I probably shouldn't have done that, but kicks off now, doesn't it? This is where it's clear that I don't play many FPS games. Is there a sprint? Ah, there we go. Sprinting away. Get it opened, droidy boy. Oh.
Can we check on that Imperial transmission again? We're almost out of time.
I got yelled at last time. I'm not going back.
Get down.
Shock 'em.
Yeah. Shocking.
Agent Hask, I've reached the communications center. Deleting the message will trigger their alarm. Be ready for extraction.
Understood.
Slice this.
For the last time, please stop interrupting me. Imperial encryption is very complex.
I've located the encrypted intel.
We have new orders. The Imperial fleet will move to the far side of Endor. There we will wait for the rebels to attack.
It's a cool helmet. It's a cool character in general, actually.
Complete. There's nothing for the rebels to learn. Agent Hask, it's time.
Let's do it.
Beginning preparations.
I'll secure a blaster and reach the extraction point.
Yes.
I'm on the move.
So is the Corvus.
It's time, boys. Am I right in thinking Star Wars guns don't need reloading? Maybe they overheat though. For fuck's sake.
Droid, go.
Come on, you. Ah, okay. Ah.
Scanning.
I know I should be shooting the head instead of the chest, but whatever. It's infinite bullets in it. Shit. Take that, numpty heed. That's the worst. The worst insult ever. Imagine going through the Star Wars universe just calling everyone numpty heed. I don't know what that X button thing does. It seems to charge up when I press X and something happens. But I don't really know what I'm doing when I press it. Get this sliced, son. Oh, too eager. Too eager to slice. So much for that. Come on, get this sliced. Oh. Hurry up. Oh, what? Oh, so you do reload? That caught me by surprise. That's annoying. Yes. See you later, chaps.
Understood, Commander. Prepare for extraction. 3, 2.
Catchies. That's awesome. No, not having it.
Agent Hask.
Commander on deck.
At ease.
Mission accomplished, Commander.
0 casualties. Looks like you're still second in command.
Oh, I'm patient. I can wait.
Agent Miko, those jump calculations were perfect.
Thank you, ma'am. Hope the landing wasn't too rough.
Been through worse.
Shut it, Miko.
Best incursion?
Still haunts my dreams.
Contact the Admiral.
Yes, Commander. And the message?
The fleet's location is still safe.
The message is no more stealth.
The rebellion dies.
Yes, pick it out, Skywalker. Well, there we go. That seems like a nice place to stop the campaign bit. Let's have a wee look at the arcade mode while we're here. No, let's get. I want to see this. I'll rewatch that later on.
One target, dead ahead. Follow my lead.
It's lovely again, though. But yes, we'll do that later. Let's see what arcade mode's got in its locker before we draw a line under it. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, yeah, I've got a review. I'll do a review on the site in a few days' time, depending on how long it takes to play through the campaign. But the review will just be the campaign, to be honest. As someone who's got no interest in online multiplayer, but to be clear, the review will be Star Wars Battlefront 2, the single-player review. I won't be like pretending that the game is that multiplayer doesn't exist. Obviously, it does. The review will just make it clear that look, I'm not touching it. So this is just for people who don't care. Of course, I've got 2 unopened crates. Let's see. I didn't sign up to the newsletter, mate. I don't even know what that is. Is that just an emote? Good, I've got a wee emote. Brilliant. Oh, there's a trooper crate. Oh, that's the store, of course. I can't. That's not. I thought that these were the crates I had, but obviously I don't. And it's asking me to buy them. Nope. There's my daily crate for logging in, apparently.
Sometimes I amaze even myself.
Brilliant, thanks. I don't even know it. Oh, this is massively confusing, isn't it? So I can apply this, but presumably I don't even have Han Solo yet, I would imagine. Anyway, never mind. How much do these crates cost out of interest? Oh, that's right, they took it down. Never mind. Forgot they took it down after the controversy. Right, let's see. Arcade. Very briefly before we... Versus Solo. Let's go light side because we just did dark side. Save our skins. Oh, okay, so it's like certain scenarios. $50 troops. Let's do it. Not my favourite of the Yavins, but I'll take it. See, I'm already getting nervous about even trying this online because it's already clear there's so many modifiers and bonuses and wee cards to attach and all that. It just stresses me out. It's like if you're not someone who just goes all in on it and plays it all the time, then I'm sure when I start this later off not recording it, when I go into multiplayer, I'm just going to get my arse booted constantly, and it's not going to be fun. It's going to create a kind of a hierarchy where all the good players who are properly invested in it will just dominate everyone else every time. So, oh, let's go, your man. Boom, boom. It's more like it, son. No, you can't do first person when you're like that, though. Obviously it's nice to be Luke Skywalker, but presumably he doesn't have a blaster though.
Stay on your toes. It can't be far.
Come on, there's no way he took two to kill with a lightsaber. Well seen, this is in easy mode. Oh, whoa, where am I going? What's my objective? I thought my objective was just to kill folk. Eat my blade, son. Can I make a controversial point here, right? And this is going to be, a lot of people are going to, well, anyone who listens to this is going to go, oh what, that's an absolutely ridiculous thing to say, right? But here we go. I play FIFA a lot, right? And FIFA is similar. It's got its loot crates, although in its FIFA Ultimate Team mode where you basically create your own team from scratch. And as you play games in FIFA Ultimate Team, you buy cards of players, basically. You can get those through normal play. You get coins which can then be spent on cards, or you can be spent on the auction. There's an online kind of auction where people sell individual players. So if you're looking for someone in particular, you can go on the auction and buy them. Now the very best players, your Ronaldos and Messis and Neymars and the like, cost an absolute fortune, to the extent that if you wanted to buy them normally through just earning coins in the game, you're talking, as a rough estimate, you're talking 600-700 hours of play, because I've played FIFA for years now and maybe put 300 or 400 hours into it every year, and they've still come nowhere near to being able to just buy one of those players, mainly because the coins you earn go on other things instead. So I'd rather not save the entire time just to buy that one player. Now the argument is that if you want to play as Neymar or Messi or Ronaldo in your team, you basically can't, unless you're massively lucky. You just can't, because there's so much play involved and there's so much luck involved that it just will never happen. But the kind of argument is, where at the very least you can thanks very much. At the very least you can play an exhibition match and play as Real Madrid or as Barcelona or something like that, so then you can therefore play as Messi and Ronaldo there. You're not going to let me out here? Thanks, I know. How do A's not coming out, B's... Oh, it's loading something. So yeah, the argument is that although it's nearly impossible to get the big superstar players in Ultimate Team mode, at least you've got exhibition mode and league mode and all that, and you can play with them there. And I see it as a similar situation here, on the other hand, where, again, by all accounts in multiplayer mode, the big characters, your Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, etc., are locked off to the extent that I think someone says that you need to play it for like 40 hours to unlock one of them. But going by this mode, this kind of single player mode, it looks like you at least have access to them to some extent, even if it's just in this mode, this arcade mode, you're still getting to choose them. So the controversial viewpoint, as evil and as greedy and as horrendous as loot boxes are, could be that it's not really any different from FIFA, in that there's a way to play as these characters. It's not as if you buy the game and Luke Skywalker is locked out of it forever until you put 40 hours in. I've literally just played a match as Luke Skywalker, and I'm about to play one as Han Solo. Presumably if I'd chosen the dark side, I'd be able to play as Darth Vader as well. So it's not as if these characters are completely locked out of the game, they're just locked out of that specific mode, and I can see why that's an issue. But it's no different to Messi and Ronaldo being locked out essentially of FIFA Ultimate Team. And in fact, it seems actually easier to get, well, it involves less time investment to get Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader in this than it does to get Messi or Ronaldo in FIFA. So it's maybe a controversial viewpoint. It's still not ideal. You should still be able to play as the character you want in any mode, but certainly, I mean, I'm about to get my arse booted here, at least, granted, but it certainly seems that it's a bad situation, it's a greedy situation, but it's not as bad as I'd assumed it was. It's still bad. Like I say, it's a controversial opinion, but it's still not ideal. Far from it, but at least there's a way that I can play as Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and presumably Darth Vader without without putting so much time in it. I'd kind of resigned myself to the fact that I'll never get to play as Luke Skywalker in this game, and I've just done it. So that's a nice wee surprise, but yeah, it's still not. I'm going to die here, I'm not even trying, I'm just talking. Yeah, so that's a pleasant wee surprise. It's still a lousy situation, but yeah, not bad. Right, let's see if I can kill these 10 people in just under a minute, and then we'll draw a line under it there. Ah, he's got a shield, what a dick. That's just not fair. You see what's going on. Oh, are they coming out here? got time. Take your time, son. I've got one more. Oh, two more. Oh, I'm going to die. Why am I invincible, basically? Yes! I'm covered in muck, but whatever, I'll take it. So there we go, that's Star Wars Battlefront 2. Based on 35 minutes of gameplay, I like it, but again, granted, I've not even touched the multiplayer yet, and presumably, and by all accounts, that's where all the controversy lies. So, from the point of view of a single-player gamer, I'm happy with it so far. I'll obviously keep playing to see how long the campaign lasts, how long it is until arcade mode overstays its welcome, but being very tentative when I say this, but I'm okay with it so far. But yeah, we'll soon see how long that lasts. But there we go. Full review and everything's coming later in a few days' time, hopefully, on tyrolhack.com. Until then, check that site out for all your gaming shenanigans and stuff. I just put up a big review roundup with 13 Switch games reviewed in it, so fill your boots there. But otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the flip-flop with another First Play video soon. And yeah, cheers, guys. Bye-bye.